The World Cup is weeks away, but the machine is already shaking. Tickets are expensive, hotels are nervous, cities are rushing, teams are changing camps. Fans are asking if the trip is even possible. FIFA built the biggest World Cup ever, and now it has to prove the machine can work. Hi, this is Cyrus Fernando alongside FGTP from Glory to Power, where football meets money, media, influence and control. The 2026 World Cup is not just another tournament, it's the largest World Cup ever staged. 48 teams, 104 matches, 16 host cities, 3 countries. One football event stretched across North America, from Mexico City to Toronto, from Los Angeles to New York and New Jersey. The opener is Mexico against South Africa at Estadio Azteca on June 11. The final is scheduled for July 19 at MetLife Stadium. That is a sporting version. The business version is bigger. More teams mean more tickets. More matches mean more broadcast windows. More cities mean more hotel demand, local sponsorship, police planning, airport pressure, and transport stress. That is why the question is not just whether the World Cup will be big, because it will be big. The question is whether it can function cleanly at this size. FIFA did not just build the biggest World Cup ever, it built the biggest stress test football has ever seen. The first warning sign was ticketing. Some group stage tickets started at $60, while final tickets went as high as $6,730 before resale. Then came dynamic pricing. That phrase changes the psychology of the World Cup. Fans are not just buying a ticket at a fixed price. They are entering a market where demand, scarcity, timing, and the category can change what the same dream costs. That model is normal in airlines, hotels, concerts, and American sports. But the World Cup is supposed to feel different. It is supposed to belong to countries, families, migrants, workers, students, and lifelong fans who saved for years to see their nation play once. So when prices rose, the backlash was predictable. The issue was not only tickets were expensive, it was that FIFA was importing a pricing logic that treats emotion as a market signal. The more people care, the more price can move. That is the modern football machine testing how much fan loyalty can absorb. Then came the pressure valve. FIFA introduced a supporter entry tier, priced at $60, available for all 104 matches, including the final, through participating national team allocations. That sounds like a correction, but it also proves there was a problem to correct. A tournament this expensive needs visible, affordable access. If the first 48-team World Cup becomes a tournament where the ordinary fan feels priced out, then the commercial success starts looking culturally hollow. New York City made the same calculation locally. The city announced 1,000 tickets at $50 each for residents, with round-trip bus transportation included for matches at MetLife Stadium. The tickets exclude the final, but the message is clear. Host cities know they cannot let this tournament look like it belongs to people who can absorb premium prices. The cheap tickets are not just generosity, they are damage control. FIFA can point to massive demand and it would not be wrong. Mexico will sell, Brazil will sell, Argentina will sell, Portugal, England, France, Germany, and United States will pull attention wherever they go. Diaspora heavy, but the World Cup is not only the biggest matches, it is also lower demand group games in expensive cities, midweek kickoffs, long travel, hotel nights, airport chaos, football costs, local transport, and ticket fees layered on top of the original price. That is where the market becomes uneven. A fan may afford one ticket and still not afford the trip. A family may win access to the match and still be priced out by flights and hotels. A city may host a game and discover that not every match creates the economic wave it expected. This World Cup can be enormous at the top and soft underneath. Both things can be true. Hotel demand is one of the clearest warning signs. Some US hotel operators in World Cup host markets have reported bookings below early expectations. That does not mean the tournament will fail. It means ground-level business picture is not as simple as World Cup comes and money follows. Hotels expected surge. Some markets may still get one, but the early signs suggest demand is uneven, and the reasons are easy to understand. Travel is expensive. US cities are expensive. International fans may face visa uncertainty. Some supporters are waiting for prices to fall. Others may decide watching at home is cheaper, safer, and easier. This is the difference between selling the event and selling the journey. FIFA can sell the event globally. Host cities still have to convince people to come, stay, move around, spend money, and feel the full trip is worth the cost. That is not guaranteed. The 2026 World Cup is also a border management project. That sounds technical until a team changes its camp before the tournament even starts. Iran was originally linked with a base in Arizona, but the team is now set to base itself in Tijuana, Mexico, after FIFA approved the switch. Iranian officials pointed to US visa complications and security concerns, while Tijuana also gives the team a shorter route to its first two matches in Los Angeles. This is not a small detail. It shows the tournament's geography. It's not just about stadiums. It's about borders, visas, flight routes, politics, and risk management. A normal World Cup creates logistics. A three-country World Cup multiplies them. Fans cross borders, teams cross borders, equipment moves, media moves, security rules change from place to place. That is not only a football tournament, it is a continental operating system, and the ball has not even been kicked yet. Mexico City gives the strongest visual for the question hanging over the tournament. Is FIFA ready? The city has been racing to finish metro and airport upgrades before hosting 5 World Cup matches, including the opening game. Authorities say the work is necessary and will leave long-term benefits. Many locals see the disruption first. Noise, traffic, delays, stations under work, and airport pressure. Public money and public patience being spent before visitors arrive. That is the host city trade. The stadium gets the glamour, the city gets the disruption. FIFA owns the tournament brand. Host cities inherit the traffic, criticism, construction deadlines, policing needs, and pressure to make the global product feel smooth at street level. If it works, the city gets praise. If it fails, FIFA still has the broadcast. High prices create another problem: scams. When official tickets feel too expensive, fans look for cheaper routes. That is where fake websites, fake QR codes, fake travel packages, fake resale promises, and fraudulent payment links become more dangerous. This is the part of the hidden cost of premium pricing. High prices do not only create anger, they create vulnerability. A fan who cannot afford the official route may still want the dream badly enough to take a risk. A scammer only needs that emotional gap to open. So when FIFA sells a high-priced World Cup, the security question is not only inside the stadiums, it's also inside the inboxes, payment pages, resale platforms, and social feeds. The answer is probably yes, but not cleanly. Financially, this World Cup should work for FIFA. The scale is too large, the broadcast attention is too strong, the top teams are too valuable, and the US market can absorb premium pricing better than most places. On screens, it may be huge. For sponsors, it may be historic. For premium matches, it may look like a blockbuster. But this is not just the full definition of success. A tournament can make money and still frustrate fans. It can fill the biggest matches and still leave weaker markets nervous. It can produce huge TV numbers while local businesses wonder where the promised wave went. That is the real prediction. FIFA will probably get a profitable World Cup. The question is whether it gets the loved one. The story works in 4 layers. The first, the scale layer. This is the biggest World Cup ever. 48 teams, 104 matches, 16 host cities, and 3 countries. Second, the pricing layer. FIFA pushed dynamic and variable pricing into the World Cup, then faced enough backlash to make cheap ticket programs politically important. Third, the logistics layer. Hotels, transport systems, airports, visas, base camps, resale markets, scam risks, and city infrastructure are already under pressure. Fourth, the success layer. The tournament may be a massive commercially, but messy on the ground. That is the real story. The World Cup is weeks away, but the cracks are already visible. This is no longer just a tournament, it's a marketplace, a travel product, a security operation, a political test, and the biggest machine football has ever tried to switch on. The World Cup is weeks away. The business is already moving. But the question hanging over FIFA is simple. Is the machine ready? Tickets are being priced, hotels are watching bookings, cities are racing deadlines, teams are chasing camps, fans are calculating whether the trip is even possible. This may become the biggest football event ever staged. But the real question is no longer whether the world will watch. It is whether the machine works for everyone below the top tier. All ticketing, travel, infrastructure, security, broadcast, and host city references in this video are drawn from publicly available sources including FIFA official communications, Reuters, AP, the Straits Times, Al Jazeera, and major football business reporting. Do you think FIFA has built a World Cup that works for ordinary fans? Or is this the tournament where the machine forgot the people it was built for? Drop it down below. And this $19 football power map breaks down exactly who controls the money, ticketing, media rights, and access behind the 2026 World Cup. The link is in the description. And if you want the human stories behind the countries finally reaching this stage, FNTG has them on your screen right now. Because this was not just about a tournament getting closer, it's about finding out whether football's biggest machine is ready to turn on. I'm 𝐷𝗓𝗓, this is FGTP, from Glory to Power, and I'll see you soon.